Welcome back to the PDC Women's Series, live on PDC TV. Final game of the day, Women's Series number 1 was a huge success. Lisa Ashton getting over the winning line. Maybe a bit of surprise that one of these two players did not reach the final, but they've showed their strength, their character. They know each other's games so well. Beau Greaves is always there or thereabouts. It's their 30th recorded contest between the pair of them. Interesting, it's Beau Greaves that leads that head-to-head by 21 games to 8 and has actually won the last 7 games between them. But we've said this an awful lot today. We've looked at certain stats, we've looked at certain things with the expectation that one player is going to win. But what you can't categorise is the fact that they're playing for a final, they're playing for a title. And it genuinely is can be on the day then. I'm really looking forward to arguably the 2 best players in the world. I'm sure Nolan Van Leuven, Lisa Ashton and many others will think they should be playing. It's a repeat of the World Match Play Final in July last year. A match that outside Beau Greaves got over the line. Just going to see who throws first. And we've proven today that the importance. Fallon Sherrock got over the winning line in the semi-final over Lisa Ashton because it went to 4-4. Fallon had the darts, opened up with a 180 and smashed an 11 darter. Strap yourself in. Enjoy. This could be a real potential blockbuster.
Especially if it starts like this.
140.
Very nearly a maximum to begin our second Women's Series final of the day. Fallon looking for 59. Women's Series title number 19. Beau looking for number 29. 2 classy operators on the oche. We're expecting
43.
A thrilling final. You have to say, as far as Fallon Sherrock is concerned, some of the competitors she's beaten to make it to this final with Beau Greaves. That excellent semi-final with Lisa Ashton. As you say, she pinned that 11 darter to win the match in a deciding leg.
58.
She's also beaten Pauling and Van Leuven and Gulliver and Byrne and Barcelos to get to this stage. Beau Greaves has made her way through to this final, 100. Dropping just 2 legs in the entire tournament.
Yeah, there's a clear narrative there. I think if Fallon Sherrock does get over the line in this game, then it's one of the toughest routes to victory that we've seen at the Women's Series.
$100.
If you're going to test yourself and get through those
140
tough games with the likes of Lisa and Paige and Noelin and Trina, why not go one step further and beat Beau Greaves on the way as well? That's what Fallon Sherrock will be thinking. She has 60 here to take the opening leg.
40.
I thought she did all the hard work with a 140 setup. Beau Greaves only going to get the 1 dart at a double. Double 16.
48.
That's a long, long way away for Beau Greaves. A reprieve for Sherrock. And for a opening hold to throw. Double 10 needed. Getting closer.
Game shot.
Finds her target and finds the first leg of this final. The first of 5 that she'll need if she's going to win. Both players with darts to take the opening leg. Goes the way of the throw.
Yeah, despite the fact that Beau's leading head-to-head by 21 matches to 8, there was a period where Fallon seemed to have a number between September 23 and March 24. Fallon Sherrock won 5 on the spin. Just seemed to be getting over the line against Beau, but the majority of times it has Beau going all the way back to 2019, their first game that they played each other. It's been a battle that I see going on as long as they want it to be.
Well, in that time period that you mentioned, Glenn,
100
nestles the final of the first Women's Series event of last year. That was a final contested between these two, which finished Fallon 5, Beau 4.
99.
So we have been given some dramatic, some close games between these two players. I wouldn't put it past it being the case again today. And as much as we've got all of the stats in front of us, the amount of
40
maximums and 140s and all of the rest of it, I wonder if there's a stat for the amount of bounce outs today, because Fallon Sherrock could definitely be up there in that as well.
Yeah, she has that real arc. I mean, the dart really flies in the air, whereas Beau has those real long points, almost just firing at the target
56.
there. Again, the setup play there for Beau Greaves is good, but this could be great.
127.
Would have been some way to break the Beau Greaves' throat. Leaves 25. Now double eight.
Game shot.
Well, unorthodox from Beau Greaves, but in a final it doesn't really matter. Holding throw, Fallon Sherrock misses the bullseye on the big fish, and Beau Greaves manages to
100.
ensure that she does get her first leg of this final.
Zero reaction from Fallon Sherrock.
135.
Watching the body language, watching their reactions.
60.
It might even feel just a little bit better for Beau that it was unorthodox. The fact that she missed the big number, etc. The fact that she's got one dart at that double eight, because the relief
43.
is really big. You can see the frustration kicking in for Greaves. Sherrock will be all over that.
60.
Well, Beau has been a winner
60.
on the Challenge Tour this year already. First of her two titles came last month. Both of her titles came last month.
100.
She beat Stefan Belmont and John Henderson. Final against Henderson, she won 5-0.
43.
And that's the scoreline that she's repeated here. En route to this Women's Series 2 final, she beat Focasato 5-0. She beat Pruim 5-0 in the quarters and semis, respectively. She smashed Rose 4-0, Turner 4-0.
100.
Zeros all over the place for Beau Greaves, including 2 at the end of that 100 score. But Fallon has 81 here to make it 2-1. She likes double 18.
63.
Didn't like that double 9. And misses, which gives Beau the opportunity with Shanghai here.
Now it's tough. Could even consider bullseye.
62.
The strengths and weaknesses of those really long points, and when it went underneath that, this is getting a little bit awkward for a leg which has been dominated by Fallon Sherrock.
12.
Well, was that a miscount from Fallon Sherrock, perhaps? She's left herself double 3. Beau
38.
wanted double 10. She can't find it, so it's double 3 for Fallon Sherrock and 2-1.
Game shot.
Well, when you take it out that efficiently, maybe it wasn't a miscount after all.
Yeah, dare I say, a little bit scrappy this game. I might have all my notes in front of me, but not once did I have the word scrappy. I didn't expect this.
60.
But it's Fallon that's showing. It's Beau that's showing that little bit of negativity. The head shaking, is walking back very slowly. Fallon Sherrock could be averaging 120. She could be averaging 70. She's given absolutely nothing away. And for many young players watching this, you can learn so much from that.
57.
Well, these players' positions 1 and 3 in the Women's Series order of merit based off of 2024.
60.
Beau, of course, leading it. Fallon in third. And nestled between the two of them, Noeline van Leuven, who
60.
Fallon has already beaten this afternoon in the last 16 to reach this final with Beau Greaves.
Yeah, for many, it's the dream
40.
final, irrespective of 1 and 3. The player that took this game on with that incredible run at Alexander Palace, and then
90.
for many people, Beau Greaves is the best woman player that they've ever seen, certainly quality-wise.
100.
But sometimes you just got to factor in a little bit of tension, a little bit of nerves. Opening weekend of the women's series, if they can get one under the belt,
100.
maybe they'll kick on. It's not the quality that maybe a lot of us were expecting, but Fallon Sherrock on 101, double 16 away from a 3-1 lead.
69.
Something special needs to happen for Beau Greaves. Is it going to come in the form of a 1-3-4?
Oh, we know she's capable of it. There are 60 of them.
94.
Double 16 then for Fallon.
Game shot.
3-1 to Fallon. And a break of throw against Beau Greaves. And this puts her in a commanding position in the final of Women's Series 2. She might even kick off here with a maximum.
100.
She has done. Quality arrows from Fallon Sherrock.
57.
As Beau Greaves got that fighting quality. What was this Fallon Sherrock? This zone we're talking about, giving absolutely nothing away. She has had a tough route to this final. And I can't think of a more difficult route than Fallon's had today.
100.
Well, a 7th maximum just there for Fallon Sherrock in this tournament.
60.
Beau has smashed in 12 of them on route to the final. She just can't seem to find it with the regularity she was
56.
here at the moment.
$95.
One-way traffic right now. If Beau Greaves, seen as the best player in the world, can she find something? Because from 4-1 down,
134.
it's an almost impossible task against Fallon Sherrock.
$48. 58.
Big moments in the final here for Fallon Sherrock. Needs double 10.
40.
There's that dreaded bounce out. It's been a spectre over Sherrock today.
This could be a game changer. It's been all about Fallon Sherrock, but you can't keep a champion down for long. And look at the relief in that body language. Just looking for the reaction from Fallon there. Absolutely nothing but inside. That will sting. And a breaker throw as well. How a match can turn so quickly. Still advantage Sherrock. She has the throw, remember. But Beau Greaves is back in this match.
Yeah, a bit of a gut
60.
punch for Fallon Sherrock because, yep, you guessed it, got another bounce out. Considering she kicked off that last leg with a 180 to then lose it in that fashion. And credit to Beau Greaves for being clinical there. It will be a real annoyance to Fallon Sherrock.
81.
Yeah, good word. That's exactly what it was. And here's the fear, like I said, we mentioned earlier, where you start putting a little bit too much emphasis on throwing the dart a little bit harder. And all of a sudden your body then starts coming into your throat.
Just going back to what you were saying about Beau Greaves earlier, she despises dropping those darts below the treble 20. She keeps doing it. You can see she is absolutely fizzing underneath. There's another.
90.
Now, this is good for Beau. This is good for Fallon. You want to be involved in a real dogfight. I mean, it's great when you're averaging over 100. It's great when you're losing only 2 legs in the day.
59.
But this is what we want to see. How is she going to respond from almost 4-1 down? Well, she got away with it with that 96 finish. But that's what champions do. You make your own luck in this game. Again, she's the one that you can read more.
60. 78.
Important last start there for Fallon Sherrock.
$50.
Not quite for Beau Greaves.
But it's a chance. Needs the treble 18.
Drifted next door.
45.
2 trebles, but not the 2 trebles
shot.
that she was aiming at for Fallon Sherrock, but that is exactly what Beau Greaves was targeting. Double 10 and 3-3, and we have a final on our hands here.
If you'd have said to Beau Greaves, after 6
Well,
legs, you've got the darts, the score's going to be 3-3, should have taken it. But that's not what you're thinking. Right now, the momentum is with Beau Greaves.
100.
And that little devil on the shoulder will jump up and just say, yes, but I'm losing a couple of legs. I should have been 4-1 up. And I think that's the difference between good players and great players.
60. $95.
Well, 6 finals contested between these 2 players in 2024, including the one that
58.
you alluded to, Glenn, in the match play. This is the first of 2025 in the women's series.
58.
You get the feeling that we might see these 2 square off at some point again before the year is done. And all the happier to see that, considering what they're giving us here. 3-3. Excellent final to observe.
7.
Yeah, for the neutral, it's great. I don't think the pair of them are really enjoying this game.
57.
Someone's going to go a leg away by averaging under 80. That's so unlike these 2.
83.
Just the first little reaction there. That was an opportunity there for Fallon Sherrock. There's that dart just going low.
93.
Yeah, the little eye roll from Fallon there was about as much as she's given us in terms of emotion written on her face. That's a good dart, mind you.
Just keeping that subconscious really positive.
19.
And she's put herself in a terrific position. It was a 96 finish that really got Beau Greaves going. Needs the treble 18. Doesn't get it. Fallon Sherrock. Massive opportunity to go 1 away.
Double 12 for Sherrock. Good guide. Wrong side. Right side. And right in the box seat for Fallon Sherrock as well. 4-3. And a leg away from the first Women's Series title of 2025.
83.
Wow. Sharp on those points, I think.
120.
Is it the direction the dart's going in the board? Is there a magnet on that dart, on those wires? I mean, you could once upon a time blame the wires, but
58.
Sense it needs to be addressed. Yeah, at which point does it become a problem rather than just misfortune? A couple of bounce outs. That happens, doesn't it, in a game of darts? But when you've had as many as Fallon has had today,
140.
then you do need to start maybe asking the question, why is it happening? Why does it keep recurring?
I'll tell you where my mind is going right now. If it does go the distance, Fallon Sherrock
60.
once again won the ball, like she did against Lisa Ashton at 4-4, and then pinged an 11 darter to win it. I wonder if that's in the back of her mind. Or, as you said in the previous
40.
game, is this their opportunity? Because Beau Greaves scoring only 40 there has given Fallon Sherrock a massive opportunity to see out this game. Needs a treble, needs to move away from the 20 bed.
43.
Missed opportunity for Sherrock.
$100.
Well, you mentioned that deciding leg against Lisa Ashton. She went 180, 140, 140, and then got out of the leg with a 5-4 win.
26.
You mentioned it there, 11 darts to do it.
I think Fallon's been the better player in this game.
60.
But Beau Greaves was a dart away there for taking us the distance.
$140.
About as good as Fallon could have hoped for. Oh, Beau Greaves is bust.
No score.
She's hit double 15. She wanted double 10. And now Fallon Sherrock has an opportunity at double 8 to win the title. And now it's double 4. And she finds double 4 to beat Beau Greaves and win Women's Series 2 here in Leicester. She did it by beating Ashton and Pauling and Van Leuven and Gulliver and Byrne and Barcelos. Now she's beaten Beau. Success for Fallon Sherrock, who wins by 5 legs to 3 in a superb final. And we might well see these two face off again at some point in 2025. And we will shortly hear from Fallon, who's alongside Glenn Durrant.
Well, Fallon, what a win. I mean, we were looking at the statistics beforehand and the head-to-head between you and Beau. She'd won the last 7 games. Were you aware of that going into that match?
No, I wasn't. To be fair, I just kind of went into that and I was like, well, just see how it goes. And unfortunately for Beau, she didn't play how she could. And fortunate for me, I just got over the line.
I think I said on comms, I think that's one of the most difficult routes to a final and to win it as well. But the who's who, you played everybody to get to that final and then to beat Beau. That must be an extra special win.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm very happy with this one today because I'm just trying to find some confidence and form at the moment. And there's been glimpses of it. And then obviously there's been glimpses of it not there, but I'll happily take the run today.
If you're interested in my thoughts, I thought you looked really in a zone today. Whether you scored 26 or 180, you couldn't tell the difference. You just looked like nothing was affecting you. But the bounce outs, Fallon. I think I've counted about 20 bounce outs. So what have you put that down to?
I need new points. No, the concentration, I'm just like, well, there's no point me getting angry or anything anymore. Like, you just got to try and just throw them and just see how they go. But yeah, I need to put new points in. These are still the old points that I need to change. They're like flat.
2025, a big year for Fallon. I mean, I know you do an awful lot on the exhibition circuit. You're going to be playing Beau in a lot of those as well. So that rivalry could be there. Are we going to see plenty of more finals between the pair of you?
I'm hoping so. Yeah, I'm hoping so. And like you said, you'll see me and Beau at all the exhibitions. So yeah, hopefully everyone can, buy the tickets.
A wonderful start to the season for you, Fallon. It was a tough route. Many, many congratulations.
Thank you.
What a fantastic day, darts. It was Lisa Ashton that took Women's Series #1, but Fallon Sherrock takes Women's Series #2. She had to do it the hard way, come through all the best players. It was the dream final against Beau Greaves, but it's Fallon Sherrock that comes out the winner.